It is Wednesday, April 20th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back. We got another money line pick. We got another player prop. We got a no-run first inning bet coming your guys' way.
As always, mash that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. How about 32K by the end of the week? I think that's a realistic goal. What do you think, Austin?
Yeah, why not? Everyone should hit that subscribe button. We certainly would appreciate it. Also, click that like button down below too. We really need you guys to do those two things for us. We really would appreciate it. Now, we also have to say shout out to all our COS All-Stars out there. Thank you guys again for supporting the channel. If you want to support us, click that join button on the channel. We'll click the link in the description. Our newest All-Stars. We got Crafty Hamo. We got Josh. We got Anderson. We got KD and Kyrie. We got a big game on tonight in Boston. So definitely we appreciate all the All-Stars out there. Without further ado, I have to make a quick couple reminders. Our parlay of the day will be live again on OddsJam, probably around like 9:30 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll link it down below. You don't want to miss out on that one. Just stay tuned for a second. And obviously, we're doing our daily, and we have our weekly podcast. We have a special guest on this week's podcast. You don't want to miss out. So definitely check that out. 10 a.m. Eastern time is when it drops on the channel. But Logan, let's do a recap from yesterday. It wasn't necessarily our best day overall on our straight plays, but our parlay of the day cashes for the people, plus 342 winner. You love to see that. Now, honestly, I'm okay with how both of our losses happen. I mean, you picked the Red Sox -0. They had as many base runners as possible. They just did not knock in any runs. A runner on first and third, no outs. Couldn't get us one run to cover the run line in the first half. Not much you could do about that. And the Robbie Ray, our other loss of the day, I had his over 4.5 hits. He allowed 4. Should have just taken his under in strikeouts like I talked about on the channel. And he only had 4 strikeouts. His line was 7.5. But the NRFI comes through. Marlins and Cardinals cash us for that no-run first inning bet. That parlay of the day cash doesn't get better than that. But Logan, let's start off today's slate and let's get into a quick let's go for a 3-0 sweep and a parlay of the day cash. Who says no?
That would be amazing, with the parlay cash. But let's continue a little bit of that momentum, and we're going to the Phillies versus Rockies game, like a 3 o'clock Eastern start time, and I'm taking Phillies money line -114 odds on Barstool. I mean, this is the Austin's pulling it up, kind of showing you how I'm getting the best value. I mean, other books have it -120. I want -114. I want the most bang for my buck. Look, I know everyone and their mother is probably going to be on the Rockies on this one. 70 at the time I'm recording this, 73% of spread money and 71% of the bets are on the underdog home Rockies, right? And everyone, if you're probably looking at picks today, people's reasoning for the Rockies will be sound, right? Phillies trash, Colorado 6-1 as an underdog this year. Boom, that's people's logic right there. Go Rockies, plus money winner. Well, I don't necessarily think that's the case. Eflin should be pitching for the Phillies today, and he's had mixed results. Four innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and 4 innings pitched and 4 earned runs. So which version of Zach Eflin are we getting today? Hope it's the good one, right? On the other side of the mound, Marquez is pitching. 7 innings pitched and 1 earned run versus the Dodgers. That's super solid. I mean, if you're betting Rockies today, you're like, I'm duplicating that performance. Hopefully not if you're betting the Rockies. His other performance versus the Cubs, 4 1/3 innings pitched and 4 earned runs and a 2.54 whip. So I think the odds makers are kind of favoring the Phillies in this one just because they know Marquez has an ability to kind of melt down, similar to, I guess, Eflin. But Marquez against the Cubs offense is not world beaters by any stretch of the imagination. And the Phillies offense, they're only batting .233 versus right-handed pitchers. You're going to tell me that's not going to improve. It's definitely going to improve. And I think they rough up Marquez a little bit today. They definitely need some top half or consistency from the top half of the order. They pay them too much money at Bryce Harper, Schwarber, etc., to go in and strike out and not put the ball in play. So they need to get some base runners top half of the order. And look, once again, I mean, these are attractive points for why you pick the Rockies. But Colorado, 5th in bullpen ERA. Philadelphia, 3rd worst in bullpen ERA. Huge disparity there. But yesterday's game went so back and forth. And, that game was anybody's game. Ultimately, Colorado did pull through. But I think this is the Philly spot to win. And I like it at a near pick 'em, slight favorites. I'll go ahead and roll with the Phillies in this one. Austin, give me a player prop. I need a bounce back.
Yeah, I need a bounce back. We had a great start to the season. Player props, I think we were like 6-1 overall. We've lost a lot of our last couple ones. I think we're at like 7-7 on the year. Today we're bouncing back and getting into the winning column. Today I'm rolling with the guy that needs no introduction. Taking Shohei Ohtani. I'm taking his over 4.5 strikeouts. Now, I really love this bet. There's a couple different reasons why. Number one is this is going to be a plus expected value bet. We see on OddsJam, we got sharper books at minus 132. We love to see those types of plus EV bets. That's what we like to see. And it's not necessarily going to guarantee a winner, but it's normally a better side. If you bet these bets, you're normally more profitable in the long term. Now, honestly, I think this number should be 5.5. Now, I understand why the strikeout number is 4.5. There's a couple different reasons why. And the number one is the Astros do strike out the fourth fewest times this season. And they were a very good team that didn't strike out a lot last year. But this offense hasn't looked as good as it was last year. This is not a team that's putting up a ton of runs. You can just look at their scoreboard of last night. They put up, 1 or 2 runs last night? And look, Ohtani already pitched against the Astros once on opening day, 9 strikeouts in that game. Now, we've looked at Ohtani. Honestly, hasn't been super sharp this season. Besides that 9 strikeout game against the Astros in the opening day, he's only gone 3 2/3 and 4 2/3 innings pitched. Last game against the Rangers, he got roughed up in that one. And so we look at Ohtani the last year. If you gave us a 4.5 number for Ohtani every single start, we would have been millionaires, because this is the guy that hit this over in 20 of 23 starts last season. He's at 5+ strikeouts in 22 of his last 25 starts. I think this is a strikeout too low. This is a guy that actually has some put away pitches, a guy that can actually strike out players. And so taking Shohei Ohtani, the reigning MVP, and I think he's going to get it done. Over 4.5 strikeouts. I really like it. He is a weird guy that does bat left-handed, does pitch right-handed. You know, the Astros have basically virtually identical splits against right-handed and left-handed pitchers. So I'm riding with Ohtani as my player prop of the day. But Logan, it is time for NRFI Nation. And NRFI Nation has been carrying us this season. Hopefully we can continue to get back into it. Now, yesterday we did have our NRFI cash, and we even mentioned another one, which also cashed and was in our parlay of the day. Today we're going, I know you did a lot of research on this one. There's a lot of NRFIs out there that are like minus 150. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to try, at least not yet. Maybe one day we'll give you some minus 150 NRFI cashes. Today we're going Nationals versus Diamondbacks. We're taking the no-run first inning bet, and it is minus 110 on FanDuel at the moment. We see other books right around hovering on the same. DraftKings, the worst book in odds, minus 140. But still, we're getting decent odds here, and we look at this team. We're really banking on no offense. Both these two teams, not necessarily the best offenses in the league. Fedde on the mound for the Nationals. He has 2 earned runs in his last 2 starts, so not catastrophic. He's not giving up 6, 8 earned runs. But like the Diamondbacks offense, let's be honest, 30th in runs, 30th in hits. It's a team that hasn't been scoring a lot. And if you wanted some more, Arizona tied 29th in first inning runs. Hint, that is second to last in the majors. What about the other side of the coin, Logan?
Yeah, so the narrative in this one is, just hopefully bad offense. Like, the pitching's not the best, but Kelly has been actually really good this year. He's kind of been a revelation for the Diamondbacks. 0 earned runs in his last 2 starts. Now, I know Washington is 8th in first inning runs, but this time of the year, you pretty much just have to say, are some of those games overinflated? Yes, absolutely they are. Washington scored a lot of runs in not so many games. Yesterday, both games hit the NRFI. So, I mean, there's evidence that the top half of the order can definitely, be the weak spots on these two teams. And you know what? These pitchers aren't aces by any stretch of the imagination. But NRFI Nation, we're going to cash another one, because the no-run first inning bet is the best bet to make in all of baseball. And I won't be told otherwise.
I agree. Hopefully we can move to 10-4 on the season for our no-run first inning bets. If you are a COS All-Star, make sure you're flying that flag in the chat, the blue NRFI Nation flag. We certainly would appreciate it. But that's going to do it. I'm going to put up on the screen. You're going to see our podcast, which is live at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You'll see our NBA Best Bets video, which is live a little bit after this one. And I'll also link our Parlay of the Day article, which should be live right around 9:30 to 10 a.m. And hopefully we can go for back-to-back Parlay of the Day cashes. Who says no? We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back again on Thursday morning, and we'll see you guys then. Peace out.